Peace, love, health, and well vibes. Like and subscribe. Do what? Help your boy break away from what? That 9 to 5. I am your host, KP, and this is the new moon reading for Aquarius. Okay, so this new moon is actually in Taurus. Okay, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna break down a couple things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What's significant about this moon? Any planetary alignments going on at the same time of this new moon, and then we're going to check out how the new moon affects Pisces, those who resonate. I mean Aquarius, those who resonate with Aquarius, and then we're going to get into the cards. So I got an oracle card, spirit animal oracle deck, and then I got the then we're gonna hop in the tarot. Now I will come back and do love readings, and I will come back and do financial readings. Okay, so it's going to be separate videos because I didn't want um the videos to run too long. I really only wanted them to be about 20 minutes or so, right? But due to technical difficulties, for some reason, every single time I do the signs, I always have a bunch of stuff going on, technical stuff, and friends and family. So so y'all bear with me as we get this thing started. Okay, so let me know how y'all morning going. Good morning, Spirit. How you doing, Spirit? How you doing, Spirit? Even if you're not an Aquarius, still hit that like button, show some support, okay? So we're gonna get started with a few slides. I took a few notes. They are out of order, um, so bear with me. All right. So um, it might seem like it's broken information, but it's going to be good information. That's only because for some reason I can't. The slides come out of order for some reason. I can't never get them. All right. So this is a super new moon. All right. This is a super new moon. But we're not going to start there with the super new moon. We are going to start at the end, which is really the beginning. Right? It's the same, but it's different. Come on, gang. All right. So new moon in Taurus. All right. So we're going to go down to prompt 2. It says astrologically speaking, right? Astrological, not astronomically, right? Astrologically. So this new moon falls in Taurus, a grounded earth sign linked to stability, security, finances, and sensual pleasures. All right. So if any exes been coming up, or if y'all been thinking about love life, whatever, it's the stars. Okay. It's you can blame it on astrology. All right. So new moons are often seen as a time for setting intentions, and a Taurus new moon encourages planting seeds related to material growth, self worth, and you name it. Right. Slow and steady growth. Right. Slow, steady growth. However you want to cut the cookie. All right. Cut the cookie. Cut the cookie. Wait, I thought I was in Aquarius. All right. I'm sorry. I'm trying to load up the chat on the computer. All right, there it go. All right, so we got 7 people in here. What up, y'all? Grand Rising. Peace, love, health, wealth. Up to 11 people now. All right. So, all right. So we looking for slide 2, which is the first one that you guys seen, which is here, the super new moon. All right. So let me jump to the super new moon. So super new moon. So if y'all don't know what a super moon is, I'm gonna break. All right. So remember, the last full moon we had was the smallest full moon of the year. All right, and if I'm not mistaken, this new moon is going to be the biggest new moon of the year. So y'all see how the moon is working in opposites like that right now. All right, so this is the first n- super new moon of 2025, occurring when the moon is at its closest point to Earth, the perigee. While new moons are not visible, their proximity can intensify gravitational effects, subtly influencing tides. Subtly, I keep forgetting to pronounce that right. subtly influencing tides and potentially human emotions. Not potentially, it will influence human emotions. Okay. Astrologically speaking, this new supermoon falls in Taurus, a sign associated with stability, security, and material comforts. It offers an opportunity to set intentions related to financial well-being, personal values, and you name it, groundedness. All right, so now we got to look for the planetary alignment slide, which I don't know, or is this the extra slide that I said I didn't need? Let's see, where we at? Okay, there we go. Boom. All right, so um, I asked ChatGPT, was there anything going on around the new moon that we needed to know? No. Okay, so what I did was instead of write doing the research and handwriting and stuff, I just asked ChatGPT what I thought everybody should know, and so I took notes that way. All right. So it says Venus conjunct Saturn. I'll say okay. So a conjunction only happens when two planets appear to be very close together from the perspective of Earth. So, standing on Earth, it appears that two planets are close together. Okay, that's a conjunction. All right, so this alignment emphasizes commitment and structure in relationships and finances, encouraging long term planning and responsibility. All right, thank you, Vogue India, for that. All right. Secondly, Mars opposite Pluto. So opposite happens when one planet comes in between another one, and the sun, right? So if something was the opposite Earth, it would come in between Earth and the sun. All right. So this aspect can stir intense energies, prompting transformative actions and the need to assert personal power constructively. Okay, so don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Remember, Mars is the planet of war, Aries and Ant Aries, which is Scorpio, right? I do know that, right? So when this happens, right, we're going to be tested, but these are the times where we might not, it'd be beneficial for not to be super passive. We just got to be mindful, right? We just got to be mindful of our actions, but don't be super passive right now, all right? Mars opposite Pluto, both of those are Scorpio signs. What is Scorpio? Transformation. And it's funny because Taurus is the opposite of what? Scorpio. So pay attention, y'all. All right. So these dynamics suggest a potent time for initiating meaningful changes, especially in areas requiring dedication and transformation. All right. So it is the end of eclipse season. Wait, that's out of. Well, I guess we can do this one next. So while not directly related to the new moon, it's worth noting that Venus and Saturn will make a close approach. Oh, it's already happened. Okay, so we can skip that one then. I guess we can skip that one. Well, what I was gonna say was that you would have been able to see Saturn and Venus in the morning sky early this morning. Now, if you're on the West Coast, you still might be able to catch it, but those of us on the East Coast is already over with. All right, so we can go ahead and skip to the next slide, please. Next slide, please. Wrong slide. These slides. So I think it's only like two of them that's out of order. Nope, I'm looking for the conclusion of the eclipse. Okay, so importantly, this new moon marks the end of the recent eclipse season. The preceding weeks included a total lunar eclipse and a partial solar eclipse, periods often associated with significant shifts and revelations. With a closure of this eclipse cycle, this is a collective sense of moving forward with a greater clarity and purpose. All right. All right. So, whew, I'm starving. I need something. I need to put some in my stomach. So what we got, Pisces? All right. Boom. Wait, did I just say Pisces? I think it's Aquarius. Oh, I'm so sorry, Aquarius. All right, so let's see how this new moon in Taurus is going to affect you directly, Taurus, and then we're going. I mean, Sagittarius. Nope. Where's the Aquarius? Where's the Aquarius? Am I tripping? All right. Libra, Scorpio, Virgo. Not that one. Is it not in here? Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. So it's one more. Then it should be this. Boom. Got it. All right. So Aquarius. Right under Capricorn. It says home and family matters will come into focus. You might be setting roots right now, emotionally or physically, or starting a new chapter related to family. All right. So you're not crazy if you've been thinking about family matters, if you've been thinking about love, if you've been thinking about all of that stuff, because Taurus itself is the earth element, and that directly deals with earth, right? As you know, as lovers of tarot, we know that the earth element doesn't necessarily just represent money, right? But it also represents a myriad of other things, including business relate. It's really more or less about relationships more than anything, because the earth element is all about things that you can possess that you can't take with you uh in the next life, or in the afterlife, or whatever you believe, right? It's earth element. So it's the key term for earth element is I possess or I own. So these are the things that's tangible, right? That's why money is often associated with Taurus energy or earth energy, because money is the even exchange tool to get what you want on this plane, right? Don't nothing move without money, right? So money is supposed to put everybody on the even playing field. But if you don't got money, then how could you be on the even playing field? You know what I'm saying? So go check out my boy, I don't know, KP or something. Like his video, subscribe to his channel. All right, here we go. All right, Aquarius, you got the ego for your how do you? All right, so Aquarius, you got the ego for your card, for your oracle card. Okay, it's the number two card of the deck. Okay, so if anybody resonate with the number two, if you've been seeing number twos or any of the sort, just know that this is it right here. That number two for the ego. Let me zoom in a little bit so we can see it. I don't feel like turning on that light. I can't turn on that light right now. It's too early. All right, so y'all should be able to see that a little bit. Welcome in, y'all. See, we got a peeping time in the chat. Watch is about to go down to zero now, but it's all good. It's all good, Aquarius. We love you anyways, right? All right, so we got the number two card, which is the eagle. Okay, message: soar high, lead with clarity and vision. All right, I don't know, man. Sometimes some people want to see, some people don't. So I'm gonna try to see if I can help y'all see without making it uncomfortable for me. So, all right. let's see. Look, I'm already messing up. Let me move this tarot deck. Yeah. Let me move this. Shouldn't be right here. Huh? All right, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. So what's the scenario? All right, here we go. So it says symbolism. The eagle is a powerful universal. The eagle is powerful and universal, often representing strength, courage, wisdom, and clarity. Interpretations soar high, lead with clarity, and vision can further be elaborated in several ways. Okay, so I don't know why they don't just say three ways. It's only three, right? All right. So it said, oh, look, see, always. All right. So it says, elevation and perspective. The eagle is known for its high flight and its ability to soar in the heights, far from the chaos and distractions of the earth. This symbol, oh, I ain't mean to blow on. This symbolizes the ability to rise above situations and gain a broader and clearer perspective. Of the ego, it may be an invitation to distance yourself from situations or problems, to look at things from above, to gain a clearer and more objective view. All right. This can help you make informed decisions and find solutions to problems more effectively. All right. Number two, we have guidance. My bad. I accidentally. All right. Number two. It says the eagle is a symbol of guidance and leadership. When soaring high, the eagle serves as a point of reference for other birds and earthly creatures, showing them the way and guiding them to success. Similarly, when you receive the message of the eagle, it may call you to lead with clarity and vision in your actions and decisions. It encourages you to be an inspired leader, to guide others with wisdom, and to show them the path to success and fulfillment. All right, number three, we have mental clarity and vision. The ego possesses extraordinary visual acuity, enabling it to spot even the smallest prey from great distances. This symbolizes the ability to see clearly through confusion and darkness, and to perceive opportunities, challenges with clarity and discernment. When you receive the message of the ego, it is an invitation to cultivate your mental clarity and inner vision, to look beyond appearances, to have confidence in your intuitive and what perceptive abilities. Okay, how are you perceiving things? All right. In summary, when you receive the message of the ego, it is an invitation to rise above difficulties, to lead with clarity and vision, and to cultivate a broader and more objective perspective. It encourages you to learn to be an inspired leader and to follow your vision with courage and what? Determination. All right, courage and determination. All right, so we are going to pop in on this tarot. What a beautiful card that is. So fly high, Aquarius, fly high right now, right? You set the benchmark for everybody, right? Everybody don't follow your lead. You set the trend, Aquarius, right? Do it for the culture. All right, so let's go ahead, see what tarot talking about. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna pull 3 cards and see, see what they talking about. Let the cards talk, and if need be, what we're gonna do is we're gonna consult my other deck. So once I pull these 3 cards, once these 3 cards jump out, or however that's gonna go, then I'm gonna go ahead and read the message and see if I can pull from there. All right. So hopefully we can get something that's going to be in alignment with this ego card. If not, that's fine too. But most of the time they are the what is it? The oracles and the what you call them? The oracles and the tarot oftentimes they coincide with each other. It's almost like they conversate. All right. Or is it me? My DNA, the oils from my skin, creating a neural network in my house, like mycelium, right? But the difference, mycelium is mycelium got a touch. That's what they say. I don't know. So this is one of the most popular cards, right? 5 of Wands. All right. So we know that represents conflict, but in the form of personal desires, or desires rather, right? And then we have what? 5 of Swords. Can we get another 5? No, Temperance card. All right. So I think and this is a fairly clear message. I don't think that we're going to require too much because the details doesn't matter to me. It matters to you, the individual. But if I really got into the details of all the everybody I ever read for, I probably wouldn't ever read. And the reason why is because situations and circumstances are just that. What situations and circumstances? Or if it's a flat tire or I don't know, you out of milk, right? A problem is a problem. Now, do some problems require more? Yes. Do some problems require less? Yes. But what's more to me and less to you is two different things. But what I want us to do is get on the even playing field of saying a problem is a problem and I'm going to solve it. And if not, then me and that problem just going to be at odds forever. And and the reason why I take that approach is because when we go through things, we tend to maul over the details and catastrophize things, right? So here, this situation right here could be like somebody cheated and got into an argument, or maybe everybody is too many cooks in the kitchen, and somebody got heated, and somebody failed to be the bigger person. Like no matter what the conflict that's going on in these 2 cards, right? Conflict is conflict, right? Love is love, just like peace is peace, right? So people want to say, "Oh, well, you stole from me. Well, you cheated on me." And no, look, we're not pointing fingers on who did the worst crime or who did each other wrong. Wrong is wrong. Period. We got to stop this sliding scale of right and wrong, or we got to stop this sliding scale of you did it first, or I wouldn't have did it, or all that stuff, man. When we talking about problems, conflict, etc., we just gotta face the facts and move on. Face the facts and move forward, right? And so, what does that look like? So let's break down these 2 cards, right? These two right now, right? We can get back to Her Majesty, or the other card in a second. But hold on, let me prop these up so y'all can see them. Hopefully y'all be able to see them. I don't know. I don't want to have a big light on, and the sun just now starting to beam. Ain't no sunlight in here. So we got two. It's still you still can't see. Let's see. All right, that's cool. That ain't terrible. I mean, it's sunlight. All right, let me turn on the TV. Maybe that'll help. Oh, I ain't even got no candle. That's why things feel dry. Need to go get a candle. All right, that TV helps a lot. All right, here we go, y'all. So, again, when we're looking at the 5, right? Where's my mouse? I need to put the chat on the big screen while I'm playing, so I won't have to be breaking my neck. That's what I need to be doing. That's what I'm about to do. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Where my commuter mouse go? Grand Rising, whoever just came in the door. All right. So I don't know where the hell my computer mouse at, but give me a second, y'all. All right. So I want to break down these two files before we get into the third card. Okay. So remember, the eagle was talking about being able to fly high and to be able to oversee things and downright be able to foresee things, right? Uh, we got two fives here following that, right? Five of Wands is talking about friendly competition. This could be uh in a workplace, at home, at school, right? Any in a group setting. And then when you're talking about the Five of Swords, this is one of the more severe fives, maybe, but it also is one of the more transformative fives, if you ask me, because the Five of Swords oftentimes leads to a change of perspective. It oftentimes leads to growth because it's dealing with the mental aspect, right? So some of the key terms associated with the Five of Swords is conflict, loss, and change in perspective, of course, like I just said. So combining these two things together, it looks like it's going to be some growth from whatever this thing is, right? Whatever it is, it's going to be some growth. So what I would recommend us do, Aquarius, is to do what? To tap into this temperance card, right? And so what I would say is, Aquarius, use love as a weapon, right? Use the water element as a weapon, not in a way to hurt people or to manipulate people, but love neutralizes people at the point of attack, right? If you can get to calm, peace, and understanding in life, you can it'd be very beneficial. I say that. So as I close this reading now, Aquarius, like I said, don't relish the opportunity to be a bigger person. Don't relish the opportunity to point out areas where a person can grow or a loved one can grow or whatever. It's just how you deliver the message. There's nothing wrong with you being intuitive. There's nothing wrong with you having foresight. There's nothing wrong with you being right all the time. The problem is that can you blend in the crowd while you stand out? All right. Now you here, can you blend in? All right, Aquarius. So with that being said, peace, love, health, and wealth. I'm out. Peace.